Hat Creature here, and in this video I'll be talking about the Ivy, the plant-type zombie, featured in many Resident Evil games, but its best design was featured in the Resident Evil 2 remake.
This
Bloop.
is a zombie. It will pass. All things pass with time.
So, recently something Neobards has been doing is creating alternatives to things we already have. Instead of the grenade launcher, we have the air cannon. Instead of the highly explosive landmine, we have the airburst trap. Instead of the detonator, we have an infectious detonator. Instead of one zombie, we have two zombies. And so on. Oh, another supply zombie. Nice. So, this video is about, could we have an alternative to the Ivy? That would be really fucking cool. That would be really cool. I would really enjoy that personally. Now, just look at him go. He's so beautiful. Now, there is a reason why the Ivy is a special card that you can only get from the supply zombie. First and foremost, is that it's an insta-kill. It only has one attack, and it's an insta-kill. Now, that alone...
You know I set this up to tease you, do you not?
Yeah, that alone means it's
Never
special.
really expected you
It
to
can't be in the
get
normal deck. Secondly, it is almost invulnerable to all attacks. The only way to kill it is fire. You can temporarily incapacitate it by destroying the yellow bulbs around its body. Looks like there's 3 of them. Yeah, if you destroy all 3, then you knock it down. But another thing about it is that you can't actually stun it like with a normal stun. Tyrone's kick, I'm pretty sure, I haven't done it in a long time, because I don't see a lot of Ivies, but I'm pretty sure Tyrone's kick can't knock it to the ground. It can only, like, stumble it. But I might be wrong. I don't experience that situation often enough. But anyway, the biggest thing about the alternatives for the airburst trap and the air cannon is that they don't do damage like their counterparts. So you would have to take things away from the original Ivy in order to create an alternative. You'd obviously have to get rid of the insta-kill. You'd have to, hands down. Now, of course, it wouldn't be as strong as the normal Ivy, but just like the other counterparts, they're not as strong. The airburst trap doesn't do any damage. The air cannon does no damage. But what you could keep is how to kill it. Now, yes, you can't just have a creature that can only die by fire. You'd have to have some other way to kill it, but you could keep how to kill it alternatively. See the yellow bulbs? Gotcha! See the yellow bulbs on its body? Now, a normal Ivy, you shoot those, you knock it to the ground. Now, what you could do is you could keep that. Now, you could kill it with fire if you have fire, but you could also destroy the bulbs. It's kind of like the partially armored zombie. The partially armored zombie can only be killed by shooting it in the back, or with melee, or by shooting its exposed body parts. Now, the fully armored zombie, you can only do it with melee, or fire, or its back. So it's kind of something that's already in the game. You can shoot the Ivy anywhere you want to, it doesn't matter. But shooting the bulbs, that's where its actual health is. So it could have a lot of extra health in those bulbs to make up for the fact that it has like 3 exposed weak points. So keep that, and you have a plant zombie that's, really hard to kill. And someone who has fine aim and they're really good at headshots, these will be no problem. But someone like me, who has to use a shotgun, or has to take a few seconds to get that headshot, then this would be powerful. Now that's one alternative to the Ivy. Now, this is a personal thing. Personally, I think we should have a version of the Ivy we could control. So that means it's an actual plant zombie. It's a zombie that, see this? I actually... oh wait, is this actually like a zombie? Okay, so I don't know if this is actually a person covered in a plant, or if it's a plant that's mimicking the form of a human. Because, I mean, its head literally splits open, it has teeth in places it shouldn't, and it has bulbs and vines, and it's invulnerable. So I'm under the assumption that this is a plant in the form of a person. But if we had the opposite of a person being covered in plants and have, you know, spores and vines coming out of it, then it wouldn't... then it'd be a zombie. Then we could control this plant zombie. And its special attack... I came up with 3 options for a special attack for a controlled plant zombie. Option 1, it shoots the goop, the immobilizing round. It can just, you know, a one-time goop, kind of like the Jester. Triangle, scream.
Whack, whack.
And the plant zombie could press triangle and shoot goop, and immobilize like anybody near it. And it would have a cooldown, of course. That's option 1. Option 2, it could have a tentacle attack, just like the awful tentacle attack on Nemesis and the awful tentacle attack on the Yataveo. It could have a tentacle attack. It can either do the same thing as those horrible tentacle attacks, go into the ground, then attack the survivor, or it can be a real tentacle attack and just reach out and hit somebody. I don't know, I think that'd be cool. An actual tentacle attack where it just swoops out and hits someone. Maybe trips them. I think that'd be cool. An attack that trips a survivor. That'd be cool. Now, option 3, it's not simple. But it's really cool. So my third option is actually with the spores, or the bulbs themselves, the yellow things. The triangle attack could be kind of like an infection thing, where its bulbs, like, explode, and then it puts out toxic gas. So it would kind of be like an infectious creature that just spews a cloud of infection. And it lasts for a few seconds, and then it's gone. And then when you press triangle again, after the cooldown, you can do it again. It would be a walking, heavily infectious creature, but it's a plant. And that's it. Yeah, it wouldn't have an insta-kill, but it would still be a plant. So it would still be like the Ivy, where it would have a specific way to kill it. Fire, or actually destroying the bulbs, and then that would kill it. Now that may sound too easy, but when you really get down to it, all zombies are weak. You know, their entire body is a weak point. Their entire body can be killed. Shoot anywhere on the clown, or the dealer, and that deals damage. But having specific weak points on its body, that forces the survivor to pinpoint. Now, if they have a shotgun, it's not going to be hard. If they have an automatic weapon, it's not going to be hard. Now, if you get like 3 of these in there, yeah, it'll be hard. And yeah, it could be a nuisance. But we already have things like that with a partially armored zombie. Shoot the weak point and they go down. They're dead. And there's also fire. And there's fire all over the place. So yeah. What do you think about my alternative version to the Ivy that any mastermind can use? Just, put it in a normal deck. Use it with clone. It can't be too powerful, or it will be just like this. It has to be fair enough where survivors can kill it, but it also, powerful enough to justify it being an alternative. Tell me your thoughts on this, because I would love an alternative version of the Ivy. If Neobards is looking for alternatives, just recycled ideas, then I think this would be awesome. Yeah, give us something cool. Keep giving us cool things. The airburst trap is cool, but I don't know. There are better things that you can make alternatives of, like the Ivy. That's a cool alternative. Annette has the triple dog. I personally want an infectious dog. Just a card that comes with 2 dogs and they're infectious, just on spawn. that would be awesome. You know, dogs are weak, but if they have an infection cloud, then they're obviously stronger for different reasons. Now, that's a cool alternative. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Because there are some really cool things that they can add to this game without, you know, adding too much, without putting in too much work. There's a lot of things they can do. And if you have any alternatives you'd like to see, you know, put them down there. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You know, the entire Resident Evil universe is crawling with awesome, deadly creatures. Yeah. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.